Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is pure fiction, so please don't take any of it seriously. This video contains a story about a relationship between boys, so if it disturbs you for any reason just leave. I don't own any of the Haikyuu characters or music or background art or anything other than the plot. This doesn't in any way show or describe or depict how the Haikyuu characters act. It is just for fun, so don't take any of this seriously. Enjoy. All text between parentheses represents thoughts. Iwa-chan. Iwaizumi freezes in his spot as Oikawa's voice echoes behind him. Atsumu frowns as he turns around before glancing at Iwaizumi. Huh, do you know him? Iwaizumi looked at Oikawa, who grabbed his shirt from the back as they were walking away. Yeah, oh, a friend, my ex. Iwaizumi glares at Oikawa, who has released his shirt, and steps a couple of steps back before Iwaizumi looks at Atsumu and grabs his hand. Let's go, Iwaizumi says gently before dragging Atsumu away, but Oikawa sprints in front of them. Iwa-chan, don't call me that, can we talk? No, Iwaizumi, please. I said no, I can help now, I am sorry, I left you alone at that time, but now. No, thank you, Iwaizumi, if you want to do me a favor and really help me, never show me your face again. Let's go, Atsumu. Iwaizumi drags Atsumu as Atsumu glances back at Oikawa, who is staring at them, tears filling his eyes before another guy drags him back into the filming location. What just happened? Can we leave? Yeah, sure. Can we take a shower at home and not here too? Whatever you want. Iwaizumi continues holding Atsumu's hand until they reach his room. Iwaizumi shuts the door and immediately pulls Atsumu into his embrace. Iwaizumi. Atsumu whispers softly and rubs Iwaizumi's back. Sorry, Iwaizumi says as he breaks the hug and stares into Atsumu's eyes. I am sorry for ruining today. What are you talking about? That was the best day of my life. But in the end, what about it? Your ex showed up, and you didn't wanna be there anymore. I understand. But you wanted. Atsumu sighs before hugging Iwaizumi again. I indeed wanted to stay a bit longer, but that is not as important as you. You wanted to leave cause you were not comfortable, then we left cause you weren't comfortable. What kind of a horrible boyfriend would I be if I complained about staying longer when I could see how uncomfortable you were? You are a priority, Atsumu says as he stares into Iwaizumi's eyes. Iwaizumi leans and pecks Atsumu's soft lips, before hugging him again. Thank you. For what? For being this amazing to me. Atsumu just tightened the hug around Iwaizumi's waist. That's the bare minimum. Iwaizumi smiles before pecking Atsumu's neck, making Atsumu jump back. That tickles. Iwaizumi smiles as he breaks the hug. Let's shower. Tea together. Yeah, but if you don't want to, it's fine, but yesterday. Atsumu's face heats up as he lowers his gaze. Then go before me. It's all right. You don't need to force yourself. Iwaizumi ruffles Atsumu's hair, before walking towards the bags. I will do some laundry in the meantime. Atsumu nods before taking a new towel and rushing into the bathroom. I know I shouldn't be embarrassed. But if we are alone, naked, I won't be able to stay put. Even if he doesn't have any intention to do anything. The problem will be me. Atsumu sighs as he hops into the shower and finishes cleaning up. He wears his PJs and walks into the room, his hair still damp. Iwaizumi smiles when he sees Atsumu before walking to him. At least dry your hair a bit, your shirt is wet. Iwaizumi says as he grabs the towel and starts drying Atsumu's hair. I will do it. Atsumu says as he grabs Iwaizumi's hand between his. I just wanted to leave the bathroom quickly so you'd shower. Iwaizumi nods before kissing Atsumu's red cheeks and entering the bathroom. So cute. Atsumu begins to dry his hair, and after he finishes, he starts playing on his phone on Iwaizumi's bed. A few minutes later, Iwaizumi enters the room and lies directly on Atsumu's back. Iwaizumi. Yes, heavy, rude, dude. Oh, so, I am a dude now. Why not make it, bro, too? Atsumu laughs as Iwaizumi rolls on the bed, lies on his back, and pulls Atsumu to face him. Sure, bro. Iwaizumi squints his eyes before crashing his lips to Atsumu's smile. Iwaizumi slips his tongue into Atsumu's mouth, deepening the kiss before starting to suck on Atsumu's lower lip. Iwaizumi, stick your tongue out. Iwaizumi breathes over Atsumu's lips without breaking eye contact. Atsumu tightens his lips, making Iwaizumi sigh as Iwaizumi pushes Atsumu onto the bed and hovers over him. So, Atsumu gulps as he stares into Iwaizumi's hungry eyes. Iwaizumi pecks Atsumu's lips again and again, allowing Atsumu slowly to take control of their kiss. Atsuma's hands wander through Iwaizumi's hair as he pulls Iwaizumi closer to him. YT break. It's not fair. I came 3 times and… Oh. Iwaizumi chuckles before pulling Atsumu away from him to look at him before kissing his pouting lips. Let's go wash. But, Iwaizumi leans against Atsumu's ear. We can do it again in the bathroom before washing up. Atsumu puffs his cheeks before hiding his face on Iwaizumi's shoulder. Are you alright with that? Atsumu nods against Iwaizumi's neck as Iwaizumi smiles. Iwaizumi scooted him off the bed before carrying Atsumu, making him look into Iwaizumi's eyes. But nothing more. I am scared of going all the way. I won't. Atsumu nods before hugging Iwaizumi again. Love, Iwaizumi says as he places Atsumu on the end of the bathtub. Yes, if you are scared of bottoming, I can do it. ? Iwaizumi starts filling the tub with water, as Atsumu lowers his head. I am not saying today. Iwaizumi says as he messes up Atsumu's hair. We can do that whenever you are ready. Atsumu nods as Iwaizumi takes one of his hands between his. And we don't have to do anything anymore now if you don't want to. But, I honestly don't mind, even earlier. I was planning only to give you a hand job but didn't consider you giving me one. Iwaizumi pats Atsumu's head. So, don't think about fair and not fair, alright? Atsumu nods as Iwaizumi offers his hand, which Atsumu takes. Iwaizumi pulls Atsumu to his feet. Before they get into the warm water. Let's relax for a bit before washing up and going to bed. Atsumu nods as he leans himself against Iwaizumi's chest, before holding Iwaizumi's hand. A week passes as Iwaizumi gets home late after Atsumu has slept and leaves early before Atsumu wakes up. Atsumu lays on the bed on his stomach, as he scrolls through the phone. I am bored. Yesterday was the last day of the camp, so I had nothing to do. Atsumu turns to lie on his back before checking the time. 1 more hour. He sighs as he sits on the bed with a pout. I should start packing my things. I don't wanna leave yet. Atsumu says with a pout before jumping to his feet. We will spend the rest of today together. But only tomorrow morning. He will drop me off at the station before heading to work. Atsumu sighs again as he collects all his clothes and stacks them in his bag. I failed at making him come back with me. He didn't allow me to talk about the matter for more than 10 minutes before changing the subject. Even though the plan failed, I am still happy that I spent time with him though. Atsumu says as he glances at the thin black bracelet around his wrist. The bell rings, making Atsumu jump to his feet with a frown. Can I even open the door? I am alone. The bell rings again as Atsumu stares at it. Well, whatever. Atsumu opens the door, and his eyes widen. Iwaizumi's ex. Well, I wasn't expecting you. Well, neither was I. Is he here? No. Atsumu says, blocking the door, making Oikawa roll his eyes. Aren't you allowing me to enter? No. Who are you anyway? His roommate. His boyfriend. Oikawa's face drops as he bites at the inner side of his cheek. Really? What? Did you think he won't get over you or something? You don't have the right to speak about that. Oh, but you do. You don't know anything. What the hell are you doing here? Iwaizumi, haven't you bothered me enough already? But I wanna talk, and I have told you repeatedly, I don't wanna see your face. Iwaizumi, I know you are mad at me. But we can't resolve this issue if we don't talk. Bold of you to assume I even wanna associate with you again. But, how did you even find where I live? I asked your manager. How could she even share this information? She was one of my fans and… I don't care, just fuck off. Iwaizumi, please, you know. Listen, Oikawa, whatever happened last year is over. So, stop showing around me. Whatever broke back then can't be repaired. Stopping appearing around me. I don't want to associate with you. Hell, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Just delete the existence of Iwaizumi Hajime from your head. If you really wanna do me a favor, just do that. And disappear from my life forever. Iwaizumi. Oikawa whispers between sobs. Iwaizumi pushes Oikawa from the way as he grabs Atsumu's hand and pushes him into the house before shutting the door. Atsumu glanced at the door before looking back at Iwaizumi, who had let go of his hand and entered his room. Iwaizumi. Atsumu presses his lips together before following Iwaizumi into his room, who was screaming on his phone. Atsumu sits silently on the ground as he tidies his clothes, stealing glances at Iwaizumi, who is still fuming on his phone. Damn it, Iwaizumi says as he throws his phone on the bed before falling back. Are you fine? I quit my job. Huh, that asshole has been popping up at the store every day for the past week. And he is not taking no for an answer. But showing at my house. Damn it. Atsumu just lays in the bed near Iwaizumi and hugs him. Iwaizumi. Iwaizumi lets out a long sigh before circling his arm around Atsumu's waist. Yes, love, what are you going to do now? What do you mean? I don't know if this guy will show up here again or not. So you probably will need to look for a new room. Also a job cause. What are you getting on to? Move in with me, Atsumu. I mean it, Iwaizumi. Even if you wanna work to pay for stuff. I won't stop you, but at least, we will stay close. Iwaizumi sighs again as Atsumu grabs Iwaizumi's shirt tightly. Fine, really, Atsumu says as he springs off the bed staring at Iwaizumi with wide eyes. Iwaizumi sits before just nodding. Thank you, Atsumu says as he throws himself into Iwaizumi's embrace, making him smile at him as he strokes Atsumu's hair. Thank you, Atsumu says as he tightens his hug around Iwaizumi's chest. But the lease for this place. I was gonna renew it tomorrow. That's good, then, Atsumu says as he jumps to his feet, walks toward his bag, and sits near it. Let's pack your stuff, then. Right. Atsumu shoots to his feet again and grabs his phone from the small nightstand. I also have to tell Osamu. Iwaizumi hugs Atsumu from the back, resting both hands on his abdomen. Love, calm down, Iwaizumi says with a chuckle. I am just so happy. I am so happy that I will get to see you every day from now on. Atsumu says as he sends a message to Osama saying, mission success. Iwaizumi is moving in with us. Iwaizumi shakes his head as he reads the message over Atsumu's shoulder. Mission, yes. Atsumu screams as he throws the phone on the bed and turns around in Iwaizumi's embrace before crashing his lips to Iwaizumi's lips, then hugging him. Thank you, Iwaizumi, thank you so much. Iwaizumi nods as he pats Atsumu's back. Let's start packing, then. We have a long day tomorrow. I also have to quit my other job. Atsumu nods as he breaks their hug and sits near his bag again. Iwaizumi grabs his bag from under the bed before taking all his clothes from his closet. Is there any furniture of yours? Some small items, but the desk and bed aren't mine. I will give some of the items I can't fit to my roommate. Atsumu nods as he begins folding Iwaizumi's clothes tidily and placing them in the bag. Iwaizumi frowns as he raises an eyebrow. You really are folding my clothes while your clothes are still in a pile in your bag. Atsumu pouts as he looks at Iwaizumi, who is smiling amused at Atsumu. I have to make sure your stuff is packed so you won't change your mind at the last minute. But I can pack later, I will be leaving tomorrow for sure. What if I have to stay longer here? No. Atsumu whimpers as he grabs both of Iwaizumi's hands between his hands. You can't change your mind. Iwaizumi strokes Atsumu's hair before placing his forehead on Atsumu's forehead. I won't change my mind. But I am leaving my job on short notice. So, they may ask me to work for a week until they find a substitute. Oh, but if you go back that late, you won't be able to enroll in school. Iwaizumi lets out a sigh as he shakes his head. I won't. Yes, you will, Atsumu. I never object to anything you say, Iwaizumi. Even when you didn't want to stay with me. I did complain, and I never forced you. But this is the only topic I will interfere with. You are going back to school. And what if I said I won't go back with you anymore? Atsumu bites his lips as he stares into Iwaizumi's eyes. I already asked at Fukurodani school about the registration process and talked to a teacher about your case and what you have to do if you want to graduate this year. How can you do something like this? I don't care about how angry you might get. But you have to go back to school. I said I will when I have enough time and money to do that. I am not accepting that. Atsumu, be angry as much as you want with me. But you are going back to school this year. And I am not discussing this further. Atsumu, you don't have the right. Whether I have the right or not, you are going back to school this year. Atsumu says as he sits near the bag on the floor and continues folding Iwaizumi's clothes. Iwaizumi sighs before sitting near him. Atsumu, if this is about you going to school, I am not talking anymore. If it is something else, go ahead. Why are you so stubborn about this? Iwaizumi says as he strokes Atsumu's hair. Because the older you get, the harder it will be to get back. You say now you will get back soon. But time passes faster than you expect. And year after year, you will be 30, and you still haven't gone back. And by that time, no one can predict the amount of responsibility you will have. Which will make it even harder to go back. Additionally, without a high school degree, it's hard to get a decent job. So, it is harder to get stable enough to support yourself. Which means this will take more time for you to get enough money to be able to go back. It will drag longer than you expect. And you might never even go back. That's why I want you to go back this year. You will be only a year late. And if you work hard and get a scholarship, you can make it to university too. And you will get your life together. And Iwaizumi hugs Atsumu tightly to his chest. Atsumu gulps before speaking again. I know, I have crossed the line by talking to Fukurodani and at my school. But I know that you have to attend school, the sooner the better. So please, Iwaizumi, let me be annoying and stubborn about this matter only. And go back to school this year. I am sorry for yelling. Atsumu shakes his head as he rests it on Iwaizumi's chest. I understand your concern. But I still can't. Iwaizumi, hear me out. I can't pay. But I am not accepting your money. I am already moving in. That's a lot. And I know very well that you won't allow me to pay rent or for any utilities. I will be a freeloader. Adding to that, if you pay for my school too. Atsumu, I really can't accept all of this. Then I won't pay for school. Love, even if I get enrolled and work a part-time job, I still can't afford it. Then get a scholarship. Our school offers a full coverage scholarship. So, no one will be paying a penny. If you want to, I know you can. If we go back now, you can still take the entrance exam for grade 12 and I haven't even finished grade 11. But you dropped out around the end of the year. Still, I don't have papers for graduating 11th grade. So, I still need to retake it. So, I will be behind you for a year. Atsumu presses his lips together as he looks at Iwaizumi. We can still ask your old school if they can offer you something since you dropped out a month before finals. I already did that. They only gave me the papers that say I graduated in grade 10. Even when I asked to retake the finals, they didn't listen. We can try in my school then. Atsumu, love, I know they were biased because of my sexuality. And when I go to your school, the school will call and ask about the reasons I am 1 year late, and they will find out. That being said, I doubt they will allow me to go to grade 12, let alone get a scholarship. But, school is out of the question for me now. Can we at least ask? Iwaizumi sighs before nodding. Atsumu caresses the black thin bracelet in his hand before placing it back in the tiny box. He ended up joining my school that year. But the son of bitches made him repeat grade 11. But I guess that ended on his side since he aced the entrance exam and got a full scholarship. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you had fun. What do you think of the story so far? Don't forget to comment them. I love reading all your opinions of the fanfic.